Ready?
I'm so ready.
You're so ready for what?
Not this.
ECW, yeah! Ah!
ECW.
I'm smashing this beer can in my head because we're at the Pennsylvania arena. No, we're not. Where the fuck are we? The ECW arena, folks. Come on. In Pennsylvania, in
That's
Philly.
right.
What the fuck do they keep saying? All these fans are outside. They're showing all these little clips before the show, and they're like, fuck this new arena. Fuck it. I forgot what it was called, though.
They never bring it up, and it seems like people are saying different arena names throughout the entire thing as well. No one can agree on what the actual name of this building is, other than that it's the ECW arena. I kind of like that though. It's a whole lot of unity for this just like house show back around in Philly.
Yeah, speaking of
It's
which,
cool.
what the
But
fuck are we talking about today?
oh
We
yeah,
did a
we're
cold
talking
open,
about
just like they did.
Damn.
we did we're doing the Lost ECW Arena show straight from WWE Vault, taking place back in June 24th, 2006.
Just in time. Just in time for us to talk about it.
That's right.
I think we literally just posted, time to timestamp us. We posted the 27th, like literally last week. So shout out to
Right.
that.
So we know how a lot of things are going to end up, but yeah, it's not too far. This came out perfectly. Thank you, WWE Vault.
Woo! And I don't know
Yeah.
why they decided to have this house show at the ECW arena. They have all these legends or whatever you call ECW alumni here. They're just here. They're not. I don't even think they show up on WWE TV ever. So you got this crowd, super excited. They're drunk off their ass. What day was this? 24th was fucking Saturday. Oh, they're going crazy. Oh, they're going crazy out here. You got guys screaming. You got a guy going, "Hey, who's your favorite Extreme wrestler?" He goes, Rob Van Dam," and he does the thing, and he goes, "Fuck, that was lame." You got little Guido coming out of the production truck, going, "Hey guys, come on, we're here in Philly. I'm Guido now. I'm Guido now." He literally says like, "I'm back to Guido." I can't believe we're back. ECW.
Back to a stereotype.
He was like, this is not even like the first ECW. They've done One Night Stand. They've done 2 episodes at this
They've
point,
done so many.
and they're like, this is the return.
I,
What are they talking
I
about?
thought it was really confusing.
Because the way they presented this was
didn't
like,
really have
yeah,
a good understanding. And it's not like there's any like new blood on this show either. I mean, there's gonna be like CM Punk, but
Yeah.
I mean, he already had like some sort of promo or something that we talked about. Everyone else that's on the show are basically everyone that we see all the time on like the main show anyway. So, and nothing felt super unique either. But I will say the thing that made it feel really great was the fact of getting to see that crowd and
what was
sorry,
this
getting to
place?
see that crowd.
It's so small. It's so cramped. It's grungy.
Hmm.
It's these people did not come to see WWE show. I don't know why they showed up for WWE ECW, but they were confused.
They were clearly
I
confused.
think there's something cool about it though, because I think it's really cool though, because it kind of feels closer to more of the roots of what ECW kind of felt. A lot of the original show kind of had that grunge to it.
Right.
Granted, they all weren't in a place like this, but even Paul talks about how like the whole place has changed from when they used to go there originally. There used to be so many more stands there. And I think if anything, it was just kind of like a nice send off in its own way. Because I doubt they ever got to go back to this unless there's other house shows that,
Yeah, how many damn
you know,
ECW house shows did they even plan or run, really? Because, like, what's the logistics here? WWE ain't gonna fucking fund this shit. Oh, it's the new Alhambra Arena. That's what it's called. We're here in the new Alhambra Arena. And this dingy ass arena is crazy. Like, they're showing sidewalk shots of people walking up. And it's like, where are we, dude? Where the fuck are we? You got guys slapping each other in the streets. You got like these drunk assholes going crazy. You got fucking was it the one guy talking about how he's like, I'm never calling it the new Alhambra Arena. This is stupid.
See, you see these people going crazy. Everyone seemed like they were just super hype. I don't remember anyone going like that crazy until we get into the arena.
Oh, the people outside were the fucking one guy's like, hey, am I allowed to swear? No, like, yeah, and he goes, I'm fucking at ECW. I'm at this is my first fucking show.
Poor guy.
Oh, great. Yeah, and there was this one guy that got fucking chopped. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
guy got chopped. Francine shows up. Hello, hi Francine. Hi Mrs. Franchise. What are you doing here? You haven't been on at all. And then the one girl, like this like white girl in the crowd with a hardcore shirt that she just like signed that morning with marker. She's like, I'm hardcore. And the crowd goes, yeah, hardcore woman, yeah. And then it cuts backstage and Kelly's on the mic and she's like, hardcore, guys, am I right? I'm here at the ECW arena. I love ECW. And then Balls Mahoney's like, I like that guy's bat. Fuck yeah. And then I got sent a shockwave through the screen when C.W. Anderson's bald head showed up. And I'm like, why? Who the fuck are you? Get out of my company. Like, this guy sucks.
Is that...
Yeah, he wrestles later.
I didn't even know that was... yeah, I knew he wrestled later, but I did not know that this was the same guy.
Yeah, it's
like, they never do a huge close-up on his face in the show. We're always just in, like, a corner.
Right. Yeah, it's just so bizarre. Like they just keep like hard cutting like autographs and these people just randomly talking. Like there's no rhyme or reason. Like why did they film this? Like Justin Credible's cutting a little promo in like a polo shirt. Like what are you doing? What is this? Was this supposed to be for us?
I have a theory.
Yes.
I feel as though that a lot of this footage could have been used for some other type of documentary in the future.
I was just thinking like maybe like a DVD.
So they wanted to get a lot of this stuff. Yeah, right, exactly. Like this was meant to be shown at some point, but I think maybe because of the lack of like WWE quality, they decided not to do it, or Vince just changed his mind at the very last second, or who knows. But I do think that this was originally meant to be shown at some point to the public, so that way it can still kind of give that heart of ECW, because they're trying to get that across. But then I also think of stuff that like Paul Heyman says later on in the show, and I don't really know at that point.
So you got this intro. You got like, why the hell did they even do it? So like if we go back, let's see what we've been presented so far. So we got ECW head to head. People were going crazy for it. Then you got ECW One Night Stand in the arena. Crowd goes crazy for it. And then we get the WWE ECW. Does not care. WWE ECW 2. No one cares. So at this point, they were like planning on, hey, we're going to have this little documentary. The crowd's going to go crazy and love it. And as we get through the show, the crowd did not love this show. The crowd was angry at this show. And I think Vince got scared, or whoever decided, they were like, yeah, let's never do this. Yeah, whatever DVD we had planned, whatever we had planned for this, cut it. It ain't working out.
That makes sense with all the major cutting, I guess, that went through here.
Yeah, bless whoever did this. It's awesome.
There were certain points where it was clear that the crowd was angry, but I couldn't really understand why, because it gets a little disorienting when it gets presented.
Cut. Yeah.
But I mean, like, everyone is working their ass off. Like, they show the merch guys and all the lights being off, so that way it doesn't get hot before the show actually starts. And, for what it's worth, for what we are seeing of this particular place, they're making it fucking work. Besides people in the very front row, for some reason, there's tons of people in the back that are still chanting,
Yeah, we got, like merch stands showing off. We got a guy in a Phillies outfit going crazy, and the guy says, "Fuck you, we love New York." They didn't even let him talk. Guy's getting his tickets. You got Sandman here. You got Straw Hat Guy. I don't know his name. I don't know what his significance is. He's here with the green shirt guy. Apparently, Paul Heyman loves this guy because he gives him a hug later. Who is this guy? I don't know.
This guy's amazing. He's been my favorite.
Big Show. Big Show gets a promo, and he just gets a promo off where he talks about, "Can I be extreme here? Yeah, I'm not afraid to be a little extreme. Thanks, dude." more fans, and just like I'm like, damn, okay. There's a lot of footage they filmed for this. I wonder how much they actually cut out. And then it hard cuts to the actual like kind of like old ECW way, and it goes into the first match where we have the FBI, Tony Mamaluke and Little Guido against Danny Doring and Roadkill, Jay's number one hated person because Jay hates the Amish. Put that on a shirt.
So I have a theory, another query, that
Oh,
these two guys are either like plants for the show, um, or they are like the owners of this dilapidated building. It's the
possibly.
only thing I can think of that they would mean to the show, especially because, again, we'll get into it a little bit later, but they get into a little bit of fun action into the show. And it's like these are the only reasons why you would be a part of it so much, and why they're wearing the most brightly colored shirts in the entire show. Like this place is very monochrome for what it is.
I don't know how like accurate the live chat on YouTube is, but they were all yelling "hack guy," so maybe he is just hack guy, and
You saw that too?
he's a famous ECW hack guy. So I don't know. It might be true. We might have gotten
Dude,
something here.
like I was saying before we were recording, like this must be like the genesis of the green shirt guy, like for WWE. Like this is it. This is how it started. Some random guys at ECW. Makes you think of like the Macho Man that always shows up in certain arenas. I
Oh
love that
God,
kind of stuff.
the match, which is now going to be FBI against Roadkill and Danny Doring, and you hate the Amish, don't you, Jay?
Oh, I fucking hate the Amish. Danny Doring, more like Danny Boring.
That's right.
Fucking hate that guy.
That's
Oh, is
correct.
These
that's
guys
Danny
sucked.
Dorn?
Yes,
I thought that was
Yeah.
Roadkill.
Roadkill and Danny Doring is a tag team match.
No, I know. I thought that was
No,
Roadkill.
Roadkill's
The
the
other
big
guy
boy.
was Danny Dorn. Yeah, that's okay. So it is what I thought.
Yeah, yeah, he's in the pink
Okay.
outfit. Yeah, he was off in the corner.
Danny
You barely
Boring, more
saw
like
him.
Danny Snoring
I thought this
myself
was
to
a.
sleep.
Yeah, you're right. I thought this was a singles match, to be honest. And then I was like, oh, there's other people here. Oh,
Isn't Roadkill like 50 or something by this
I
point?
think he just like in the timeline, he goes on to fight Sabu that like following Tuesday. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
know I saw this guy in like a Mid South or something not too long
See,
ago.
see, this is shit I'm talking about. Okay, the Dudleys didn't show up. Fuck the Dudleys. We got Roadkill and Danny. I can't think
Danny
of another
Doring,
like.
he's your favorite.
I'm
Yes.
Nico, tell me
I
about
think
this
yes.
match.
Um, Nothing happening, but I think the crowd really liked FBI. It was a
Oh,
lot of
oh yeah.
roadkill. Yeah, it was a lot of roadkill, but I thought FBI as a team did fine. They did the spots. Outside his character, Dunzio, I'm not a fan of, but Little Guido, I'm cool with him.
Hey,
Hey,
Little Guido wasn't cool with Little Guido from the beginning of the show. He didn't
nah,
seem to like Little Guido too much.
yeah, but I think this was I think it was a good match for the crowd too. I thought they liked it more than some of the stuff we'd see later on.
I think after this point, I don't know why the crowd went so hard because they like blew their load
so
on this match.
they were hot from the beginning. I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the show, they talked about that the show was copyrighted by WWE over the sound system. And apparently
Oh,
that this was not on the broadcast, but I see that from like YouTube comments and this blog post saying that yeah, they announced that it was copyrighted and the crowd just got pissed and they were booing and getting angry. So for whatever reason, like this match like brought them back and got them excited. I'm gonna give Nico the biggest elbow drop. Hooah!
oh, not your elbow
Roadkill,
drop.
like I where I saw him in Mid South, he's really not that great, but the other guy must be horrid if he's taking up most of the match. I don't know. I felt like I think this just summarizes the whole pay per view. These match setups sucks. Like, who wants to see FBI versus Danny Doring and Roadkill? What kind of
ECW
fuck?
fans.
No, they
ECW
don't.
fans. They were
No, they
hot.
don't.
They were hot for it.
I think they
No,
were hot
look,
for FBI. I don't think they were hot for the other team.
They were
I
tag team champs at one
I think
point.
they were hot from being so pissed about this still being a WWE thing.
Maybe.
Like I again, like,
Oh,
I think nobody actually.
Well, we haven't
Well,
lost the
maybe I'm
crowd yet.
wrong. We haven't. No, this is true.
Like,
But I do think it's crazy though, looking back at it, that the crowd did go so nuts. I also just think maybe from like the excitement of the beginning of the show, because yeah, there really isn't much going on. Instead of Roadkill just going crazy throughout the match.
yeah. I do have match times after. Did you finish the match, Nico? Did you say who won?
yeah, FBI.
FBI. And the crowd went crazy for that. Yeah, they went around 7
Yeah.
minutes. Tony
I do
Mamaluke
feel-
is going, "Hey, I got the belt coming for me." Dude, there's no tag team belts. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Look, I will say, like I said, I think the crowd loved FBI, and that's why I think this match was anything close to decent. Because I think FBI's good, and the crowd loved them. That's my
I mean,
stance.
Roadkill did a cool move. He jumped off the top rope to the floor, and the crowd went crazy.
Yeah, I don't. I think that's good for them.
Yeah, I know. You just want to
Good
see.
for the crowd.
You just want to see your best in the world, don't you?
Oh, you
My
know
worst-
it.
my worst in the world.
This is the only reason I'm on extremely sideways.
Oh, because of CM Skunk.
CM Punk.
Oh, my bad. I got it
yeah.
wrong.
You can't bring down the Phil Nation.
Yeah, and we cut to that, and it's
Dude.
now CM Punk versus Stevie Richards, and I went, "What? Hello?
Yeah.
Who?
I
Why?"
also had whiplash, especially after the tag match that we just had. I did not prepare to see this so early on in the card.
Fucking
and
Stevie
I really
Richards.
didn't expect Stevie Richards.
Where have you been?
Either, right? And he never shows up again, right? Like we're never gonna see him much
well,
more.
Saturday night's main event. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Fair enough. But I gotta say, for what this match was, the two of them really went at it and went at it hard. I thought for Punk's like pseudo debut into the company, it was a really great match for him. I really like the back and forth between Stevie Richards and the crowd. There was this particular moment that I loved in the match when it was kind of early on from what we can see, because a lot of this really is highlights and edited over and shit of CM Punk wrapping his legs and his arms around Stevie Richards
Around the
in the
turnbuckle.
corner.
Yeah, that was sweet. I thought it
Yes.
was cool.
I thought that was
Yeah.
so great. Dude, CM Punk was fighting for his paycheck in this, and he was doing a lot of great moves in the middle of the ring that were like sort of acrobatic. He was getting some good kicks in. There's one point in the match where he's really overpowering Stevie Richards, and he's hitting him with like a good couple of say their elbows. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Sling something. I'm such a terrible wrestler for
Like,
not remembering.
How dare you?
I know what you're talking about.
3 clotheslines, and then throws the ropes, and then kicks him in the stomach like with a drop kick. But it wasn't quite a drop kick either, because it was like kind of a flip to it. Again, I'm terrible with move names, so I'm sure the fans out there are really gonna hate me for
He
messing
hit
up
the
this
elbow
shit.
and the flip move.
And by the end of the match, he won it by a submission, screaming out towards the crowd, and everyone was starting to eat it up after a good couple of near falls between the two of them. And the fact that Punk won it on a submission, I thought was really great. I loved how the crowd was really behind him here. And I felt like it was a really great match to have, especially after the tag, to really try to hold momentum. Though I do think there are certain times from the audience where it seems as though that the audience is starting to turn a bit.
They were excited for CM Punk though. They were chanting
They
CM
were.
Punk loud. I'm like, who
Dude, that
are
was-
you
that was
guys?
crazy
What
for
are you
this in
guys talking about?
2006.
Yeah. What are you guys talking about? You guys have no clue who this guy is unless you watch Ring of Honor.
Which I mean, let's be real. A lot of people at this show probably
Yeah,
also watch
probably.
Ring
You
of Honor.
have to be a fucking nerd to be here. And yeah, I get it.
That's what I'm saying. Like we would, if this happened around our timeline
I would've
right
went, yeah.
now, all three of us would have. We all would have been there chanting his name too. You know what I mean? Um, and for me, I really enjoyed that, and that was by this point when I really kind of started to appreciate where we were for the camera. There's some things that I really don't like, especially later on in the show.
The camera
And
was awful.
even from these matches too, yeah, a lot of points they'll do a big move, and instead of showing the pin, they're just looking out into the crowd. And this started to happen quite a bit for this match. I think it's
Oh,
much more heinous later on.
they did it with
But
the
we'll
Mama
get to
Luke
that.
match. Tony Mama Luke went for the pin, and then they cut over the hat guy, and he's like, "Yeah!" And they count 1, 2, 3 while looking at the hat guy, and I'm like, "What are you doing?
It's not even.
What are you doing
Every
here?"
time this happens either.
I mean, this camera guy
Luckily,
is
we got
terrible.
I don't understand what the issue is over here. Why is
Was
he
this
just
for his
glued
personal
to
collection?
one turnbuckle? It's Vince himself.
No, it's the hat guy. he concocted
Oh, this
this.
is just the hack guy's thing.
He's like, "Oh man, I want to show my kids how excited I was for the FBI winning and CM Punk finally getting his dub over Stevie Richards. I'm so
I love
happy."
the idea. Do you think he would have called Paul Heyman, or do you think he would have gotten a direct line to
Oh, he got
Triple
the
H?
direct line. No, not the Triple H. He doesn't know who that is.
Direct line.
He's never watched WWE. He's just an ECW guy.
Oh, he talked to Hunter. He talked to Hunter.
No, he has no idea who Hunter is. He calls Paul Heyman, Sir Heyman. What's up? Apparently CM Punk also had his Ring of Honor entrance too, like his entrance music. So
Yes.
shout out to
Yes.
AFI. That'd been cool.
Good. I wasn't a big fan of his pose at the end. I still see his character really beginning to grow, but it's still very early on, where the straight edge is really the extreme part of him. Yeah, funny enough to say. Um, Either way, though, these guys both really fought each other hard, and at certain points, it really seemed like they wanted to kill each other. And for ECW show, that's what you want, right? Like, I mean, nothing really extreme
Yeah,
happened
you want
per
murder.
se, like when it came to, chairs and tables and blood and shit like that. But I mean, for a really good match, and for what it's worth, the kind of quality that we get for it,
I hate
it's
CM
really
Punk,
cool to see.
but I like this
do
match.
also believe they finally decided to release this
Yeah,
because CM Punk's name is on it. That's my thought.
probably.
Either that or Triple H and Paul Heyman just have like a better relationship. But that's what
He's like top billing on the YouTube video. It's like RVD versus Kurt Angle, then CM Punk.
that's what I mean. Not like like everyone else here isn't a headline.
Sandman and Sabu and
you guys
more.
know I'm a big Sabu head.
Yeah,
I love
Sabu's there.
Sabu. Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
He's on the
But
name.
anyway, that's everything I really had of note here from highlights of the match. Was there anything I missed that you guys enjoyed?
No,
in there?
you pretty much got it all. I mean, it's all cut together. It went around 9 minutes 31 seconds.
Yeah. Who knows how long it actually went? Or are these run times for how long they
This
actually
is
are without the edit?
how long they actually. This is cage match, so this is whatever like the full match
Gotcha.
was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy because so now we go from that. Lijo, do you have anything to say?
Nah, you guys kind of covered everything I kind of thought about it. Definitely, CM Punk's going to be a big deal in this show.
You think
And
so?
I think he's going to be a main character.
No.
Please no.
I have a feeling.
Oh God.
I think from extremely sideways to extremely punk ways.
Ah, help!
I love it when all of WWE ECW's done. All we do is talk about CM Punk for an hour.
Yeah, this show's just going to be talking about Punk for half of it. I'm telling
I
you,
love it.
that's my future prediction. I read the tarot. I looked into the crystal ball.
Hey,
I climbed the mountains, and the answers I found was CM Punk's going to be a main discussion topic with everything else brushed to the side.
we didn't get all the cards
You
aligned.
heard it here first,
Because-
ladies and gentlemen, and all the they thems in the world. Nico has the inside scoop. Keep your eyes on CM Punk. He might be worth looking at.
It might be. I mean, I could be wrong.
Might be.
We got cut out. There was a whole bunch of people going crazy after this match saying we want blood.
Yes.
Nobody got blood. They didn't really play that. And then they brought out the bikini contest, which we didn't get to see. So I'll have to go off this blog post and tell you what happened. So you had a bikini contest after this with this crowd in this dingy ass arena. What are you doing here? What is going on? Did they do this in the normal ECW? I don't know. I don't think so. So you have Trinity. You have Francine. There she is. She hasn't even been on TV yet. And fucking Kelly. Not Kelly. We haven't made it there yet. Just Kelly.
Yeah, still just Kelly, but that's okay.
And then Francine won.
I didn't know that there was 2 more bikini girls.
Yeah, remember Trinity from fucking One Night Stand that hasn't been on since? Yeah, Trinity.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh my goodness, that's right.
Francine won?
Francine won.
But they're pushing Kelly. Why would they do that?
I don't know. But apparently
it's Kelly still, isn't it?
They just wanted more girls for the show. That's it.
Apparently the crowd hated Kelly.
Oh, well, yeah, I could see
This is what it says. They apparently Kelly showed off her body, and then everyone got mad. And then
what?
I don't know what happened. I guess they started fighting, and then Trinity hit a moonsault, and the crowd went fucking nuts. And then Mike Knox came out and saved Kelly from Francine because they were just beating the shit out of her. And then the crowd got mad at Mike Knox, and it led into this match with Balls Mahoney.
That's actually for what it's worth, for how like ridiculous it is for WWE ECW. That's actually like the best segue that he has had at all, Mike Knox.
Welcome, Mike Knox. He's actually a good guy, and he just doesn't want his girlfriend to show her titties everywhere.
Mm-hmm. But that makes him the bad guy.
And he saves his girlfriend from fights.
We don't have anyone in our ears telling us that, but I want you guys to remember she is an exhibitionist. Do you remember? You remember that Kelly's an exhibitionist?
Huh? I only know about Francine and Trinity because I'm ECW brain right now. I'm in the 4th world. I'm in the 5th dimension right now. I hate Mike Knox. I love Balls Mahoney.
I'm the opposite.
This crowd fucking hated this match.
These crowds, these ECW crowds, I'm telling you, they're the true heels of the show.
Absolutely. They suck so fucking hard.
Look, no offense if you're at the show, but you're also probably too old to be wasting your time getting mad at a podcast, but
or
this
way
crowd,
too young.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Maybe. This crowd is one of the dumbest fucking crowds we've had on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Knox is one of the greatest wrestlers in this company.
That's right, I agree. Stamp that.
And Balls Mahoney is balls.
You know,
I've never watched a Balls Mahoney match. I thought it was good. Go on, Jay.
No, I'm glad you said it. Because, yeah, if anyone thought Balls Mahoney was winning this match, you're just a fucking mark.
True.
Mike Knox. Mike Knox has been the only one that's gotten true TV time and a true quote-unquote storyline other than RVD.
This is our biggest heel in ECW right now, is Mike Knox.
And Mike Knox is good.
Fucking...
He plays off the heat good. He does do it really well. I will say, for what it's worth, I like how he responded to all the heat that he was getting. And I thought after the first 2 matches that we had, that was like a really good response to get them heated again and get more action out of the crowd. But holy shit, did it turn. And it just kind of stayed that way the rest of the show.
We want New Jack! We want New Jack! We want New Jack! And Mike Knox like, what? And Balls Mahoney's like, what? Nico, tell me about this match, please. Is there anything in this match? Yeah, is there anything in this match?
Fuck no, it's just Mike Knox doing pretty decent wrestling, trying to carry this Balls Mahoney, and the crowd just being like, play music!
We want music!
We want music!
This guy sucks! This guy sucks! Fuck you!
This is what I'm talking.
Fuck you, Knox! Fuck you, Knox! Then,
Uh,
Nico,
was
I don't know if there's any notes about this match. Mike Knox wins, but the worst part about this match is why did Balls Mahoney take off his shirt and he's got a singlet on? I don't know if I ever need to see that. Every time I pull it up, what are you doing here? Why is Balls Mahoney got a singlet on? What the fuck, dude? Get out of here. You're terrible. I hate Balls. I have to deal with him so much.
I hate his pants. I hate his weird torn
This
pants.
match went fucking 8 minutes. 8 minutes. How? Why? How dare they? I don't know.
Any big notable highlights for you at all, Nico? Like what was like a good move for you in this match?
0 stars. Get it out of here. This match sucked. Nico's gone fucking destitute. He's silent now. He's recovering from the coma because he didn't get to see any titties. There was no exposés happening. Poor Chuck is killed. Nico's dead,
Damn.
dude. Oh, he's back.
All right, I didn't notice
He's
it.
back.
Not working.
Tell
Okay.
me your highlight.
You want?
Tell me your highlight,
It's
Nico.
for a joke. So if you tell Ty about Balls, what will he tell you his favorite band is? Grateful Dead.
What's your favorite band?
Yeah, you're right. You got me. Fuck.
That was a pretty good one. That was good. That was the best highlight from the Balls Mahoney Mike Knox match. The only reason they had this match was because his name is Balls Mahoney, and his name is Mike Knox.
Yeah. No. 100%. This match sucked. Go Mike Knox. Fuck Balls. I never want to see him in a match
Yeah,
again.
fuck Balls.
Thank God.
Speaking of people I never want to see in a match in again. Ty, give us run us down the next one.
Oh, so now we got Sabu coming out to a big pop. We love Sabu here. He's our guy. He's our guy.
What a moron.
But we got another ECW icon here from the 2000s. If you haven't heard of him, is C.W. Anderson. Who cares?
Brother.
Who the fuck cares about this bald asshole? He sucks.
He's so bad.
I gotta say, when you sent me the batch card and I saw C.W. Anderson and Sabu, I was like, oh, Ty's phone must have made some sort of like weird typo. I'm sure that's supposed to be Mr. Anderson or something. And then it was actually fucking C.W. Anderson, and I was really confused who the fuck that guy was.
So
Fighting Sabu of all people.
everybody we've had so far, wrestling wise, they've been on at least one show. This guy has not been on anything. Like CM Punk hasn't been on anything, but he's going to be developed into something. He's been on Velocity, maybe. I don't think C.W. Anderson's been on a single show. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'll double check while you go through this match because I'm mad. I'm angry that I have to see that match.
He's really mad.
He still wrestles.
Yeah.
He just had a match in December.
Against who? This is what matters. Who's his opponent?
It was Brock Anderson and C.W. Anderson versus Matthew Justice and Paul Walter Hauser and MLW at Eric Bischoff's One Shot 2024. Are you serious? Are you
What?
kidding me?
What?
The show that got a 2.6 match rating.
Out of what?
No, this is the the total pay-per-view rating. 2.6 out of 10.
No, out of 10? Oh! Oh,
Not
that
out of
sounds
10.
dreadful. Dreadful.
I can't believe it.
Hey, can't hate a worker because he's working. You know
Can't
what
hate
I
the
mean?
Andersons. We can't
Can't-
hate the real Andersons. You know, Brock.
We
I
can't
can.
hate the
I
Andersons,
can.
man.
Try
They're
me.
here-
I'm the biggest
they're here
hater
for
in the
paycheck.
business.
Wasn't Brock Anderson in fucking AEW or some shit?
Sure.
Yeah, he
I
was in
don't know.
AEW.
Yeah, it was. What,
So,
what the
do
fuck
you
was he
think
doing?
Bischoff called him and he was like, "Yeah, but you also got to bring my brother CW."
Yeah.
That's crazy. Bobby Fish was on the fucking
Yeah,
show.
What?
Bobby Fish, the world's
Where
oldest
are the
wrestler.
lies? Where are the lies?
You know what? I'm going to call him
Why?
Main Event Marty. We got to do MLW Eric Bischoff's One Shot.
All right, I will do that with you. That actually sounds fun.
This,
You hear me,
this
Main
is
Event
like a
Marty?
Control your narrative show.
I know you're listening. You're going to be on with me, pal, and Nico, and maybe Jay, If we don't find her dead in the past like
Yes,
3
I
weeks.
gotta see what this is.
Main event, Marty. We're coming for you.
We're coming for
You're
you, main event,
coming.
Marty.
Bischoff.
You're coming in Bischoff's one shot.
Now, here's the problem.
This is straight to you.
Sabu hits the move. Sabu hits his move.
Mm.
Sabu didn't botch anything. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
What do you mean?
Sabu hits the move.
Class act.
Well, no, okay, this isn't fair because this thing's completely edited and cut. They cut the botches, which is abysmal. This
Yeah,
match
I know.
gets a 0 stars.
0 stars.
You can't cut out the botches. That's a Sabu match.
I can't get excited.
That's like cutting out a finisher of any other wrestler.
Sabu had C.W. Anderson on that table, and he jumped from the top rope with that chair and hit the leg drop clean. Like,
No,
come on, no. You know he tried that 4 times.
it's disgusting.
But we
He
didn't get to see
did.
it.
No, this gets 0 stars. You can't hide. Like, Sabu's finisher is the botch. Like, it's like if you're like, oh, you're watching a modern match and you cut Roman Reigns' spear.
Right.
Like,
This match went 9
that
minutes.
match is going to be dog shit no matter what because you cut the finish.
It went 9 minutes. They cut it down to like a minute and a half.
Oh, that must have been some shit.
Yeah. Apparently the crowd was excited though, because I did hear them be happy.
Well, yeah, Sabu.
And then
I guess that's a fair point. I keep looking at it purely as just the fact that it's only a highlight reel, forgetting the fact that we're missing so fucking much. Like sometimes I just kind of forget about that for a minute, but yeah, like if that was a 9-minute match and you're just cutting Sabu's match so low, like I just want that now. Like I just want this to be completely unedited. I don't care if this is like 3 hours.
so
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
we
No,
got
I'm
up to
with
this
you.
point. The crowd isn't too happy, but they're having a decent time. So you know what they do to get the crowd going? Oh yeah, Sabu wins, by the way. You know what they do to get the crowd going? They take an intermission.
Oh, wait, what about,
Nope, they took intermission before the Sandman.
Oh, they did?
No.
So now the crowd is
No.
now pissed. There's nothing to do there. It's a fucking shitty, dingy arena. The crowd is angry. They're all mad. So what do they do to get the
Probably
crowd
hot.
excited? They get fucking Just Incredible. Just Incredible with his old music. He's here. Oh boy. The crowd is going yippee. So you know what they do that make the crowd go from yippee to ah? They give Sandman his WWE music. And the crowd turns on the show.
Yeah.
The crowd turns on the show. It's over. There's nothing they can do. They're
That's where
done.
they die.
They're angry. They're pissed. Sandman's trying his best to come out. They're pissed. And so you know what they do?
And here's the thing.
What?
They have a dueling Canes match. Ah! Help!
Did somebody say
It
dueling
was,
canes?
I've been saying it since the I think since the beginning. But, like every time we see Sandman, it kind of just feels more and more of a descent.
2 minutes.
Where-
We saw
where
the whole
it-
match.
It's the only unedited match. I could believe that.
Yeah. And the crowd the whole time was what? This show sucks! This show sucks! This show sucks! This show sucks! Oh!
Here's the thing, though. Despite the adversity, out of all the ECW matches we've seen,
Oh.
I still believe this is Sandman's best. Because and I say that only because it's the only true legitimate fucking match he's had this whole time. He's not done anything other than bash people for like 2 minutes and
Yes.
chug away a couple of
Even at the house show. This guy sucks, dude.
Dude, I'm sorry, folks. We got a hot take. Sandman is one of the worst things to happen to professional
terrible.
wrestling.
He's terrible.
Like, fuck Sandman.
So we got
I hate
Sabu,
Sandman.
who fucks up everything, and he's good. And he got Sandman, who fucks up everything, is shit, terrible, piss, garbage.
Like, seriously, I've never, you've all watched Dark Side of the Ring, right?
Absolutely.
I have never seen one of those episodes that have made me hate somebody more. Maybe Nick Gage, but no. I just felt like pity for Nick Gage. I never hated somebody more than the Sandman documentary after watching it.
It's
He
bad.
is so unlikable. Maybe people like that part about him, but dude, he just gives. I mean, cool, you give no fucks, but I think it's stupid. I think you're lame. I think you can't wrestle anymore. I think you're just a fucking old ass
Phony.
bitch. You just gotta run out with the cane and drink beer because you ain't got nothing. Which, like, you're not even that good at. Fucking. At least when Stone Cold drank, it was entertaining. He just drinks a beer like a fucking dipshit and bangs it on his head like a dumbass.
Did he bleed?
I don't
Yeah,
think he
he
did.
bled.
Oh, he did.
Okay.
He bled straight away at the beginning.
Okay.
When he bashed the
Yeah,
fucking
he does
beer
that
can
all the
in
time.
his
I just
head.
wanted to double
And then-
check.
And then he pulled out the second one from his pocket.
Okay.
Only had a sip of that one, and while the beer was still full, mashed it on his head, which had to have hurt so much more. I don't understand that.
This is crazy. What a fucking show.
But I
So-
still think of everything here, though, there was one highlight that I did like that I wanted to bring up. When only Just Incredible has this cane and he's beating the shit out of Sandman, and he like smacks it straight onto the mat. Sandman's able to evade that, grab it, and like, what is that move called? When you like cross the legs and you bring them onto their back, but like a Russian leg sweep,
White Russian
reverse
leg sweep,
Russian,
yeah.
white Russian. I
Get it
did
'cause he
think that
drank
was
the
fun.
beer.
I think the crowd thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, but they go 2
Maybe
minutes.
that was just me.
They stopped
Maybe I
caring.
just was so excited.
Oh yeah, Justin Roberts is there too. He was the
Oh
announcer.
my god. This fucking show.
So yeah, Sandman wins. It's over. And now you got the crowd yelling, "This show sucks." And like when you watch it on the network without like any context, or not the network, the fucking vault. When you're watching without any context, you're like, are they? Like these fans are in on it. They say it sucks, and it's a good thing, like because like Angle sucks, right? Because he doesn't suck, but it's just you're part of the show. And then you realize they're serious. They're very serious because I was like, why is Paul Heyman coming to the ring? So Paul Heyman comes out there, and they're chanting, "This show sucks" at Paul, and he just gets on the mic and cuts a promo. Why?
Hold
why
on,
is it at a fucking house
on.
show?
Shoot.
You,
Shoot,
you
shoot,
have,
shoot.
For Paul Heyman.
You have to describe this man's face as they're shouting at him, "This show sucks."
He looks so upset.
Yeah,
Like
He's trying his best.
he's
to
trying his
smile,
best.
but
They're
it is
yelling at him to
painful.
shoot, please shoot, do some. Paul, you're our guy. Paul, please. The show's terrible. What are you doing here? What are we doing here, Paul? And he goes, I don't know what to say about this.
dude, he's even kind of nodding as they
He's
chant the
he's
show
just like,
sucks. He
"Yup."
knows.
He's like, "Yep, this show does suck." And then he just starts to talk
Sandman's
about
song does suck.
he starts talking about ECW guys and how happy he is that this was a sellout, and then he just like gets cut off by a John Cena fan. What are we doing here? There's a guy in the crowd chanting Cena, and then he goes, "Fuck that guy," and the guy in the ECW shirt's like, "Me?" And Paul Heyman's like, "No, not you. Not the ECW guy who came to watch my show. The guy next to him, the fat pig, the disgusting Mark, the John Cena fan. What are we doing here? What is this
Dude, I
show?"
thought that Cena guy was gonna get jumped. I was so fearful for that dude's life for a couple of minutes.
Then you have more people chanting for Cena. What is happening? What is happening? So now the crowd's half the crowd's pissed, half the crowd's kind of just like in it for Paul Heyman. And he's like, "We gotta talk about the legends that couldn't make it here, like the Dudleys and Rhino and Raven and
Why?
Why
You know
are-
the guys?
New Jack.
Fuck
TNA.
New Jack.
New Jack.
Oh,
They
Okay,
can't be
yeah.
here. What? They're in a different company, Paul. Oh my God. Oh my
They're
God.
over there actually
sci-fi.
saying
They
it's
blew it
nature.
to mention a sci-fi.
Then he wants to talk about July 4th, which is what, 2 weeks from now? We haven't even, did we review that episode? I think we did review that episode. Why are they talking about July 4th? That hasn't even happened yet. The crowd's pissed. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, no. I remember. July 4th was the extra episode. Remember, Jay? The fucking everybody was so excited because July 4th was like taped at a different time. So the crowd actually cared about the episode. Yeah. So okay, I guess that they were excited about July 4th being like the ECW show on TV, and the crowd doesn't care about the July 4th show because it's at Wachovia, so it's in Philly. So these people should be going to that show too. Why are they doing a house show a week and a half before a TV show? What?
A lot of these people, well, maybe not a lot of them, but a good amount of these people may not have even had the ability to watch WWE ECW because it was online.
It's 2006. No, wait, it's not online. It was on Sci-Fi at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays.
Right, it was on. I'm thinking about when Shane McMahon wanted to put it online. Never mind. What the fuck am I saying? Get me out of here.
Get out of here, Heat fan. Get out of here, Heat fan. Get out of here. Velocity fan. Oh, Velocity's dead. R.I.P. This is what we got instead of Velocity. So, yeah, we got Paul Heyman coming out here shouting out people in a different company, getting mad at the crowd for chanting your company, guy, because you're a part of WWE. This ain't just ECW. What the fuck is happening? So now, what do we have next? Who comes out to talk to Paul Heyman? Tommy Dreamer, kill me! We have Tommy Dreamer coming out, and he looks upset. And you're wondering, why does Tommy Dreamer look upset? Why is he sad to be here? He's crying. And he gives Paul Heyman a big hug. You almost killed him, Tommy!
You're forgetting. Hold on, Ty. You're forgetting. He had a whole inspirational speech also in there about Tommy Dreamer, about how like he's broken his limbs and his neck in this company, and he's giving him high praise. You know, he's getting very emotional. They're trying to bring everyone back into it, right? Everybody loves Tommy Dreamer because he's the fucking ECW guy.
I'm not going to talk shit about Tommy Dreamer, but maybe that's just an antithesis. I'm just going to start talking shit about him later. Who knows? I don't want to talk bad about him. But, so you got, he's getting praised by Paul. He comes out. Tommy Dreamer looks upset. And you're wondering, why does he look so sad? And the crowd is excited to see him. They're happy to see a legend, right? Even though I don't really see him as the ECW legend, as everyone else does. He gets on the mic, and he starts cutting a promo, but you can barely hear it. The mic is fucking up, and he starts talking about it. He's not cutting a promo, he's shooting. And he's saying, like, my daughter got this big bruise, like a big bruise on her head. And essentially he starts talking about this in like the weirdest possible way. He's like dodging it and like constructing this like point, essentially saying my daughter got hurt and she had this big fucking contusion on her head and she's been really injured for like the past day, or I don't even know how long. I think it was like a day, like the day before his daughter gets hurt. And she's fine. She's in the hospital. She's fine. And Beulah, his wife, and the crowd goes, woo, where's Beulah? Idiots! Did you not listen to what he said? She goes, I want you there, Tommy. It's important. No, the fuck it's not. Dog, this is a house show. You probably got paid like $3. What the fuck are we doing here?
Even more painful that he had this speech for a show
that hates them. Yes.
Not only hates them, but will never be shown ever until now.
He did this for the company. He did this for the people. He did this for his wife. He did this for everything. He is an icon here. He blood, sweat, tears. So you know what happens to Tommy Dreamer? They job him out to the Big Show. The Big Show comes out, and this match apparently went 10 minutes.
Yeah, at some point in the match, it kind of just cut out to the crowd, and I was like, why? And it was because Tommy Dreamer was bashing Big Show's head into the wall.
From what we saw, this was the most interesting Tommy Dreamer shit we've seen. This was crazy. Why didn't we see more? And I'm mad. I'm talking shit. I'm like, listen, on every show, I'm like, Tommy Dreamer sucks. Tommy Dreamer sucks. And then the one match we barely see, and Big Show fucking kills Tommy Dreamer. Like, actually kills him. I've never seen a more broken Tommy. And Big Show wins. The crowd's pissed, of course. Why did they have him lose? It's a house show.
Especially at the fucking speech. What was the fucking point of that?
You have a house show. You have a house show to make the crowd happy. You don't have a house show to fucking build storylines that Guys, what are we doing here? The crowd's angry. The crowd don't want to be here anymore.
For me, this is where I think the real turn happened. Like anyone who was enjoying the show is now really wanting this main event to start so they can go home.
Yes. And also, I forgot to mention during Paul Heyman's bit, he starts talking bad about sci-fi. Like, this is their fault that this house show is this bad. And that they couldn't use copyrighted music because of the Sci-Fi Network, not Vince. Because obviously you don't own the fucking music, Paul. You can't just play copyrighted music. That's why your company went bankrupt, because you used it so much fucking copyright music you couldn't pay your wrestlers, you moron. What are you talking about, Paul? God damn it. And the crowd doesn't care. They don't care about your inside shit. Just fucking show them good wrestling. What are you doing? Fuck. Paul. You moron. No wonder why your shit went fucking down by December. God damn, man. But hey, here's the main event.
I don't think I've ever... Tyler,
yeah?
You hate this show.
It was so annoying because they're babies. They're like, yeah, we hate WWE. Yeah? Yeah. Then why are you here? If you hate WWE, why are you here? The crowd is chanting WWE sucks. WWE sucks. You guys are at a WWE hosted show. It's like if I went to Evolve and said WWE fucking blows. No, I'm at a WWE sanctioned show with their talent and their people on their payroll.
After they've taken your money.
They took my money, and I hate them. I hate them so much. God, and it's all the Sci-Fi Network's fault. It's not your boss.
I mean they cause some issues, but this is also just like bad booking. Like, again, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I despise ECW, and I mean the original. I hate it. I think it's trash TV.
It's really bad.
I think it's garbage.
Some really good wrestling.
But I absolutely despise this nostalgia trip for like 2,500 people who can't even read a book. Okay? Getting excited about stupid violence with no storylines or no angles. Like, for this happened, like, not just now in 06. You know, I'm cutting fucking kayfabe. They do the shit in like TNA in 4 years, and it's still a pile of shit. They do the shit like almost every 5 years or so.
Yeah, they do. Because 2015, remember they had fucking the ECW legends come back to fight the Wyatts. You remember that shit?
Yep. Oh yeah. That was.
They couldn't do it in 2020 because the pandemic killed ECW. Ah, those bastards! It'll come back this year.
Most of these ECW guys. Like, and some of these guys will still show up to shows and people will go nuts. And it's like, no, most of these guys kind of fucking suck.
Wow, dude. CW Anderson hit a really crappy suplex. That's crazy.
ECW. I'm sorry, folks. I know I'm talking shit about you ECW fans, but I'm not. It's not your fault. You like trash.
Holy shit, Sabu's arm fell out of his fucking socket. No way. Wow. This is real. Not like that shit that I watched on John Cena the other day. Fuck this. Holy crap.
It's a different type of flavor. I could
You got
it's
these
a different type of flavor. And I think I do get what they're saying here at the same time though. Like ECW, I don't think was anything super spectacular, but I do understand a lot of the people that did come out of it becoming bigger stars and being able to kind of keep that for their own. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm always gonna love Sabu for that. You know, and I know Sabu's not really the best in the world or anything like that.
I don't know about that. That's wrong.
Yes, you're right. That is CM Punk, which WWE CW gave us after Ring of Honor. So. You know, there's also that, I suppose. It kind of feels like this is a turning point in its own way. But, yeah, I mean, as a whole, I don't get why after this period of time anyone would really look for it. It's not like they're doing anything huge for WCW every, 2 or 3 years, you know what I mean? So, I do wonder why ECW is just so huge in the public zeitgeist. to be at this particular level, especially when you go look back at Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame speech. Like, I feel like it's an instrumental part of everything at WWE, just because people like Paul Heyman, even if a lot of the wrestlers probably don't care for him, especially around this time, for some reason, the kind of way that Paul can like just take over a mic, even at the shittier moments, like at this situation, he's still able to get people to like do the bows and shit. They're still able to get him to like behind him in some way. Like even in this is like a last hope or whatever, but there's something about Paul. And the thing is if we're going to talk about Paul or have Paul at some point is going to also bring up this fucking shit because it's his own legacy. And I honestly think if Paul didn't make it past this time and didn't come back years later with Brock, I mean, what would be the point of ECW? What would be the point of bringing it up?
Well,
I can totally believe.
I'll defend ECW, and I despise it. ECW did do a lot of things that were different for the time, and they definitely got the two main brands to push a more adult, extreme kind of show. So, like, ECW will always have its influence and shit. I'll give them that. But you are right
talk about
as
it
well.
all the time.
The greatest thing about ECW at the end of the day is that Paul Heyman, whether you love him or you hate him, he is, in my opinion, the greatest wrestling mind that is currently alive. Like, I can't think of anyone who's like smarter about the business than he is. Like, I mean, he is the Bloodline story. Like, it's him all over. Like, well, back in 2018, which Ty was 2018 not one of the worst years before the COVID era?
Oh, absolutely. No, 2019.
Yeah, 2019,
Oh,
2018.
2018, they're both. You could just put them both
right?
together, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what was one of the best feuds on Raw?
On Raw, was it
was
Brock
and
versus
Seth?
yeah.
No, it was like
No.
Aleister Black and
Buddy
who
Murphy?
did he fight? Buddy Murphy, I think.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
Those
It's
matches
like-
rocked.
Which was
Yeah.
a Paul
I don't remember
Heyman.
that.
That was a Paul Heyman storyline back when they kind of gave him power, and that was the best thing on that show, bar none.
Yeah, go check out
And of
that
course they
TLC
got-
match. Yeah.
And of course, they got rid of him, of Heyman and power.
Oh, shit.
The Bishop didn't even last a fucking week in SmackDown. And what happens? It's complete. Like, anything that Paul Heyman... And that's why all, like, this main storyline stuff, even when it did suck, was still somewhat good, because Paul Heyman was kind of there. He was, like, one of the main people.
He is
they
a
talked.
fantastic wrestling mind, but a business mind, he doesn't
No.
know what he's doing.
No, absolutely not. That's why I think right now he's in the best place. But yeah, he can't run a company. But at the end of the day, the legacy of ECW is we put a middle finger up to all the other wrestling companies. They followed suit, and then we burnt to the ground, and they get to say, "Hey, remember these guys?" every 5 years.
So, real quick, just to go all the way back, where the crowd is angry. The crowd just had Tommy Dreamer lose. We had all these ECW guys. Hey, you know what this felt like? An ECW show. I can at least admit that. We didn't have no dumb bullshit with like aliens and zombies and for us we didn't see the extreme expose, but they did. Other than that, this felt ECW-ish. And then so they reward the crowd for all their time for Dean Malenko to be the guest ref. Hello, Dean? Dean's here? They didn't show it on the fucking network that he was a big deal, but Dean Malenko was the special guest ref for that main event. Hi, Dean.
I'm gonna be
The man of 1,000 holds?
Yeah.
completely honest. I don't really have much of a memory or history or connection to Dean Malenko. I've always
Armbar.
heard the name. Okay.
Okay, Jay, I'll give you the scoop, okay?
Okay, give me
Dean-
the scoop because I
Dean
feel so
Malenko-
ignorant.
Yeah, okay, so Dean Malenko is one of those, he's really fucking good in the ring, but he's got no charisma, so he's like a mid-card jobber for life.
Gotcha.
The greatest segment he ever did, Ty just posted, is when Chris Jericho pulls out and comes out and he's like, I am the man of 1,004
one,
holds.
yeah, four holds, yeah.
Yeah, and he just starts listing out all the holds he can do.
Arm bar.
Jay, you should go back and watch that Chris Jericho promo. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and Dean
But,
is like a
okay,
producer at
I'm
this
watching it.
point.
Yeah, like I said, so he's very technically skilled, very good in the ring, but only like diehard like match people like Dean Malenko. Like, if you don't care about like the moves and the prowess in the ring, you don't care about Dean Malenko.
Did they show the entrances at all? Because Kurt Angle apparently did not get a huge
Yeah.
pop.
Yeah, they showed it. They showed RVD's at least.
Yeah, Angle does not come out. Oh yeah, no, they did
Yes.
show him. Yeah, he has his old or his new fucking. Also, sorry guys, I know ECW or Extremely Sideways episode 3 where we didn't talk about Angle's final match. Sorry. This is
This
yeah.
is where we talk about it.
This is where we talk about it.
This is it.
Angle's
This is where it
gone,
is.
so now he's back because this is 3 days prior. But welcome back, welcome back, I guess for the time being.
Oh my god!
One last time. One last ride.
He had to hit the ECW arena on his way out.
Yeah.
And hey, I gotta say, I did enjoy this match. Granted, I really like watching Kurt Angle in the ring. I like how technical everything is, especially at the beginning of the match.
I'm just so done with
So-
RVD.
I don't know, but Ty, is
Yeah,
losing Kurt Angle the worst thing that could happen to ECW right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you got
Yeah.
fans that the ECW loyalists that came to the show don't like the show. Now you got Kurt Angle, people that are like, "Hey, I'm big on like wrestling." Angle's now gone.
Yep.
Now RVD got hit with that, smoky. He's gone, and now you got spoiler. I'll cut that out maybe.
God.
So
What?
Oh,
yeah, well, this will be posted.
Yeah,
this will be posted before that, so that'll be cut. But now you got a new champ that nobody likes, and well, what do you got? What do you got? You got nobody likes the show on a channel that nobody watches, on a show that nobody watches, on a show that nobody likes, fans don't like it. The WWE guys don't care. What are we doing here?
I don't know, for what it's worth, though, this main event kind of took it for me. Especially all the work outside of the ring too. I like the reversals back and forth into the barricade and the chair.
I've just seen it so many
it's
times.
nothing new. I get it's nothing new, but for me, and maybe it's because like I'm always starstruck with these type of wrestlers, especially Kurt Angle. At the very least that this match is going to be a good match, right? Even if they're not bringing anything new, because it's still a fucking house show, but the rest of the show should have been stuff like this, as opposed to it just kind of being built
for
like
TV.
What's already on TV.
Yeah. I've gone to so many house shows, and they usually just have the guy that people want to win, so the crowd is happy because no one's gonna watch it. So, what are we cooking?
Always gotta
Well,
have that one heel.
you know what? I just thought about it.
Huh.
They might have lost a lot of their top stars, but you know what? That just makes room for the biggest star, the most beloved star, the best in the world, Mike Knox.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
That's right. You might have turned me around on it.
Yeah.
And his greatest hit matches like Balls Mahoney.
What are your highlights from this
Knox-
main event, and we'll get the fuck out of here.
For me, it was a lot of the again like the technical stuff at the beginning, a lot of the rollovers back and forth between the two, trying to get the pins. Rob Van Dam, hitting that move on the top rope and by the corner turnbuckle, flipping onto Kurt, I thought was great.
Oh yeah, I always forget that move. I know it's not the Rolling Thunder.
But it's always fun when he pulls it out.
Yeah.
Kurt pulling down the straps, is always going to be in for a fun time. And he got a good couple of suplexes in, too, at least from what we can see from the highlights. By the end of it, though, it kind of still became by the numbers. We got to see the ankle lock, which was nice. But I'm trying to remember how it finished after that. I'm trying to think, did he just reverse it and go for the frog splash? Was that all it really was?
I think so. So
Or
this
did he get
match,
to
this match went 17 minutes, and we saw about 7 of it. So whatever we saw, you know.
Chair. I forgot that there was a chair in this match too.
Yeah, chair.
So this is like an Extreme Rules.
Oh yeah,
match,
he
whatever.
does the
smacked him with the chair.
fucking
Van
like the
Terminator,
not the Pele click. Yeah, the Van Terminator to the chair to Vangle. That was
Yes.
cool.
Van Daminator, whatever the fuck, Van
That was a good
Charinator
one.
as JR called it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he gets another. Yeah, Kurt Angle like bops his own head, which sounded like it hurt. And then RVD hits him with the Van Daminator for the 5-star.
Which was a really good splash. I thought.
Yeah,
I thought everything that we
yeah.
got to see was
No.
good. These
No,
guys know
like-
what they're doing. So at the
Yeah.
very least, we got to see that. Could you imagine if they ended the show on fucking Big Show?
Oh my god. And then yeah,
Jeez.
RVD gets on the mic and he starts cutting a promo about how he beat Cena. Great, thanks RVD. Great, thanks, dude. And he's happy to be here.
riding
He's
that high,
extreme. The guy in the beginning that said I'm RVD, and he said that's lame. That's crazy. He doesn't even care. He thought RVD's lame.
Could you imagine like RVD if he like was like, you know what? Fuck weed. And he just became like a killer kind of guy, and he just goes
No,
in
don't.
and murders.
You're scaring me. No, that's when RVD goes to public domain.
Oh,
Once we get RVD in public domain, we'll get killer RVD that hates weed and kills people.
oh, that's an actual gimmick.
I don't
kinda
know.
See that?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's cool.
And when it's public domain,
Yeah, we got 100 years.
or
be there
we
soon.
could do like a Blue Pain situation.
Huh?
Blue Pain.
And then, for whatever reason, this feed cuts off at that, and we have a little bit left where a guy just shows up in an ECW shirt, and we're at night. And he goes, I drove 400 miles here from New York. That poor soul. What are you doing here? You got a guy with head, and then some fucking guy breaks a fucking, like, beer bottle over his head, and then some guy you can hear going, stop that! And then it cuts the feed. What is happening? And that's the end of the show.
Was making a show for the ECW audience who's just gonna get drunk and cause trouble.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. Then they put these blackout people out into the streets of Philadelphia
Yes.
in the middle of the night after the show, all pumped up from a wrestling show.
In the
that they
fucking,
hated.
like, did you see the streets? They're beating each other up on the way out.
I know. ECW, let's beat the shit out of each other, yeah. Beat
Fuck.
the children too.
I'm
And
so
Philadelphia's
happy.
like that's just us. It's
I'm
just
I'm so blessed and so happy that WWE Vault decided to find this lost footage. I'm not mad at them. I'm very happy. This is awesome that we got to watch it. The show wasn't as bad as it's just whatever. Who cares? And the crowd hated it. It's not as bad.
But here's the thing.
There was a
I
couple good
think-
matches.
I think we are feeling a bit more critical for it because we've actually been sitting through and watching all of this.
Yes. And we know hindsight.
Whereas for a lot of people, you know, who are just finding it on the vault, like they probably haven't actually sat and watched fucking ECW.
They're like, this is
in
sick.
forever.
Wow. I haven't watched this in
Right.
years.
No, nobody's
and
going
then-
like that for Sabu and CW Anderson.
Come on, man.
There might
What's wrong
be.
with the CW.
No,
It was that
no.
Eric Bishop's one shot.
There's nobody in this that's listening to this that's going to be like, you know what? I really want to look up CW Anderson matches after watching this.
It's crazy.
I'm looking it up right
If you
now.
do, post
Just
in the
prove me
chat,
wrong.
post in the comments. Tell us why you love CW Anderson and why we should watch his work and what match we should watch.
Oh, we're gonna watch the one night by Eric Bischoff. So
Yeah, and then we'll have a separate CW Anderson.
hold on. I'm gonna screen cap this by the vault and put this in the video now. Where it says CW Anderson's biggest fan right there.
Oh.
And I don't know, but that's what they said. CW Anderson's biggest fan right there. Why is that a picture of Martin?
Oh my God, that is CW.
Oh
Anderson's
wow,
biggest
Martin!
fan.
I had no idea.
And I got thrown sideways extremely.
Yeah, we got
This
thrown
has been
sideways
extremely
into the wall.
sideways.
I hate this show.